our brand new ghost. He has chain coming up so that he looks like he's pulling against the chain.
Right.
And escaping, perhaps, from the grave.
That's right. It really creates that floating kind of effect.
So the body is latex, foam-filled latex, and has a metal armature in it. The legs, the arms are bendable. The ghost comes complete with the character, the flame bulb, the metal and chain, and then a motor so that he swivels. And if you want to, you can put tombstones or other stuff you have around him to kind of create a complete scene. So imagine this guy in your graveyard or your home haunt.
Ooh.
Tom did the head, sculpted the head. Jordu primarily did the body. And he went through a lot of development. This ghost went through a lot of development in Mike's area.
There was lots of head scratching trying to figure out how to make this thing work. After we finish painting him, we add ultraviolet invisible ink. So he kind of has this blue glow to him, ghostly glow. Yeah, and what's cool is since he's painted with both UV and regular paint, when regular white light hits him, he looks ghostly, but then when it goes dark and just the UV light hits him, he looks ghostly. So it's kind of like two different contrasting effects when lightning strikes or whatever that works well both ways. And it just adds a little bit of excitement and fairly inexpensively because, you know, it's just ultraviolet light, strobe light.
This is our new corpse legend.
We wanted it to be super dynamic and so that his eyes and teeth popped, and so we came up with this very rotted, weird color, and he's obviously been fighting with people as he attacked them.
What's super cool about this corpse is just the positioning. I mean, you know, he's not just static. You can position him so he's really alive. You know, the arms and the legs both can be bent in all kinds of ways.
The armature was made so that it's firm and it goes where you want and it bends where it should, and that really helps. And he's got this like gimpy leg that he's dragging broken, and so rather than just standing upright, it gives him a lot of life.
He's got these shoulders that aren't level, and he's got this head that's coming forward, coming at you.
Whether you're pro or home haunt or whatever you want to do, it's like a classic. You can use it every year in some other way, just because it's so associated with Halloween and scary movies and so forth. It's just it's a thing that we really wanted to cover well. Now to have this full body corpse is like amazing.
That is amazing.
Asylum Sam, and we used to do a product called Psycho Sam.
He rocks, he bends, he's tied right now, but you can untie him.
Yeah. The costume is great. His arms also are posable. His legs are posable, but you can do different stuff with the head. You know, if you want to kind of looking up at you, like, but we kind of like. He's actually sculpted with his head slightly tilted, but you can tilt it more. He's very nice. He laughs a lot, if you can tell.
You can mess his hair up. He's got a head wound. Asylum Sam is a classic Frightronic and sculpted by Jordu Shell. And he does not come with the chair.
No chair.
You can put him in your own chair, put him on the floor, whatever you want
like
to do.
all Frightronics, the sound is downloadable from Frightronics.com, and you can use whatever stereo, boombox. We just have one of those little amplifiers that you use for your phone. So Asylum Sam could be used obviously in an asylum scene, but he could just be a crazy guy, kind of stuck anywhere, like he got out of the asylum and he's creating havoc. This is the brand new Frankensteins Monster. And this guy is really cool.
He's huge. He's 7 feet tall.
Modern representation of Mary Shelley's monster.
Frankenstein's monster was sculpted by 2 people. Tom Cassidy did the head, and Mikey Rotella did the body.
Yeah,
and
the body,
the
hands, and those giant shoes. There's a lot of cool stuff about this guy. He comes with separate shoes, and then there's a strong metal base. We used plastic pipe to keep him light and so he can shake more violently. Comes with a shaker motor, divides at the waist, and you just pull his pants up, but divides at the waist, and the arms are positionable to whatever you want to do. This guy comes complete. He's got the control system, the lighting that just feeds through his head.
Ed went to the lumber yard and gathered up a few things and made these poles.
Yeah, and they're capable of 1.2 gigawatts of power. That's the amazing thing. And it was made with just corrugated tubing. And there's, I actually bought those circles in wood, and then it's a 2x3. It looks cool, but you know, I threw this thing together in an hour and a half, and you could do much better. In fact, I'd like to see what you guys come up with. He could have dials and switches and hoses everywhere, and this could go back to a big control panel or a wall of stuff. It's a piece that's strong enough to build a whole room around.
The soundtrack has an ambient that runs all the time, and then about every 45 seconds or so, it kicks it.
Off.
Yeah, it kicks into being electrocuted, and Frankenstein comes alive.
This is the new Hypervolt transformers, and you can use them for a variety of things. Like you could have an alien between these guys, or a Frankenstein, or an electric chair. Anything you want to add some extra decorating to. It comes in a small package, very easy to set up. There's 4 bolts that put this on, and then these slide on. This hose connects, quick connects on, and then there's a light inside that you plug in, and you connect the 2. These are sold in pairs. You get 2, and there's 2 lights, and the lights have a multitude of different effects you can choose from. We have these laser cut, they're metal, and we have them all laser cut, and we add these lights that have a lot of adjustments. So this is a standalone prop. You put it together and you dial in the lighting effects you want. I think a lot of times sound activated is cool because, you know, as the thing's making noise, they're doing stuff, they can fade, and whatever's going on in your event, like if there's noise, they'll color shift. They are independent of anything else. Like a lot of people thought that Frankie was connected and you needed these to power him. You don't. These have their own light system, and you decide what you want them to do and set them where you want to set them, and they just do their thing. So they run about 7 feet tall when they're all together, and what's nice about them, you can put them close together or far apart. It just depends on your scene and what you're trying to accomplish. It's a very, very versatile product, and they're plugged into AC power, so you don't have to worry about batteries dying or anything like that. They're actually a professional light. They're intensely bright. So just to give you an idea of what you can do with these, we put a Frankenstein here, and I'm going to hit the button. Now the lights have been shifted to sound activated, so you can see how they're impacting based on what they're hearing. Here we go.
What do we have here?
We need to
Looks like a bunch of overrated underachievers. What's brown and wet and makes you fret?
brown and wet
Here.
and makes you fresh. Oh no!
dog is smart.
So this is Grumpy Grandpa, and we really like this character. Now, I know that haunted houses and theme parks and stuff, usually they're looking for scary stuff, but actually, there's a thing in the entertainment business, especially in movies, they call it comic relief, where, you know, it could be a scary movie and there's a lot of tension, and then they'll throw in something funny, and it kind of gives people a breather, but more than that, it sets them up because they let their guard down, and then boom, you can nail them again. So we felt like this could go well in a haunted house, like just some little corner. You could put him somewhere like it's simulated outside or even inside. But also, we felt like he'd be good for family fun parks, and especially corn mazes and pumpkin farms. It's just up standalone, everything's there. He's on this barrel, and these are heavy duty. I mean, this is, unfortunately, but fortunately, it's like 120 pounds, this barrel is, and it's being used, it's authentic look. The barrel becomes part of the whole system. So in here is the controls, the boo box controls and the valves that we include a high-end keyboard amp. We had Jordu Shell come out and sculpt this face, and Jordu nailed it. We told him what we wanted. He did a little maquette of him and sculpted him, and then I sculpted the body, gave him a little bit of a pot belly and things, and he has a special armature that allows him to be bent and held really well, so you can figure out what you want to do with his hands, and it just, I don't know. I personally really like this guy. I think he's a lot of fun. The Corpse Nightfall for home haunts, haunted houses, graveyard scenes, movie sets. I mean, we just wanted to do one that was like as good as it gets. He's designed to lay on the ground, so he's flat back, which keeps the cost really good. It's thick, natural latex, backed by foam, and a small wire armature inside. A piece that you can add to your arsenal that's really high quality, and it's something that you can use year in and year out for various productions and Halloween. So Tom Cassidy drew the design that we loved, and Jordu did a maquette before he sculpted, made in Colorado at our studio, and you know, put in all this subtle anatomy and rotting, and everything's hand done. I mean, this is poured and pulled and foamed with everything's like the best quality there is, and then we paint it and hair it. So we make plaster molds off the clay sculpture, and then all that clay's removed, leaving a cavity with the impression of the character, and then we just fill that with latex, let it dwell for half an hour or so, drain it completely, and when that's dry, then we fill it with foam, and it sets up, and then we're able to pull them out. And this is the mold for him. It's a big mold. He's a big guy. But yeah, he's just a beautiful piece, even in his unpainted form. We start with kind of a beigeish, yellowy color and add this Gorilla Black. And of course, the bones are all colored around the mouth. And then we speckle it with kind of a yucky yellow with dark brown and then white, and it gives it this mottled, rotty look. This is Frankencat. Now originally, Marcia had wanted something for a desk. Tom just, all right, I'll draw some ideas, and he do this, and everybody liked it.
My partner Sid had said, you know, it'd be awesome if we could do something inspired by the cats. It was a great opportunity to kind of incorporate some of them into the piece. So this is very, very heavily based off of a hairless Sphinx cat, and it's a personal piece because it's got me and my lady's animals in it.
We're trying to take this stuff to a different level artistically, and since these things are all hand painted and painstakingly so, they really, it's like you're buying an art piece, a three-dimensional color art piece. This is Kong. Kong is a very big monster, but I can tell you that it was a labor of love, and it was fun and scary and hard and expensive. It looks good to me. I feel like I accomplished what I wanted to, and he's just a super giant, super cool monster. He's a classic monster. He has to be haired with like tons of hair. It's all hand-laid hair and hand-poked. Kong has got powerful cylinders to move his mouth and his eyes. We had that custom made by a company to precisely make it so that Mike could mount it into the thing and have them sync together and, you know, have the eyelids go up. It's made with all industrial components, really first class components and control systems, and it's, as all of our stuff is really built to last. This is a massively strong metal structure. We've got big metal pipes and pipes that go over it and are connected together. So you've got a strong structure, and then this is the control box. It's all right there. We've got a massive cylinder for the mouth. And I know that you can now sculpt on computer and then print the thing, and this could be carved out of styrofoam. We actually thought about that, certainly. But I'll say this, there is something about taking clay from the earth and with your hands forming a monster of any kind. It doesn't have to be giant, but there's something really cool about that. And I just want to say to you guys, try it. I know you can do it with computers. I know you can have a machine do it all. For future generations, try sculpting with your hands. It's a magical, wonderful experience, and you get to be like friends with your creations somehow.
Wouldn't bite you though.
No, and if he did, he doesn't chomp down, so it's okay. This is the mad scientist, and he never stops. He twists the dial, and he moves this stick shift, and it makes all sorts of noises. You can put him in a Frankenstein lab. You could put him in this, you just, anytime you need some mad scientist that's running at the controls doing stuff, this is your guy. This is all metal. This is all customized metal. And this, he's got a Von Kron costume on that's beautiful. And these are electric cylinders that just run and run. It's all industrial. It's got lighting and fog. You could have, like we've got this new Frankenstein, and he could just be at the dials and Frankenstein's going off. Now he does have eyes. Super cool. Jordu sculpted him, but it's like a fantastical character that really, really bigger than life.
Vampyrus.
Yes, Vampyrus. Now, this is a really beautiful monster, and monsters can be beautiful. It's just that the danger is implied, but hidden.
Yeah, she's over 6 feet.
Which, again, that's part of the image.
She would just be so perfect in an entry, you know, like at a party or, you know, an event you're having. She's just gorgeous.
Jordu did the sculpture. He did just a beautiful job. He just captured kind of this arrogant, aloof vibe, and it's fun to paint her. It's fun to do like glamour monsters. He's got all this ornamentation and beautiful costume. Well, like all the way from Plan 9 from Outer Space to Elvira, all these characters, this is a part of the kind of legendary series of monsters that we really wanted to cover.
Vampyrus is flat back, and then she, you know, has a good metal base.
She's got
and very
beautiful
stable.
shoes. These pieces, they're works of art. and they are treated like works of art. We not only make her beautiful, but she's durable and really a unique piece that you know, we think fits in the world of monsters.
This is our new Medusa legend.
Yeah, it's really cool. We put a lot of work into this, and this is something that Marcia talked about for years.
Jordu came out and sculpted the face, the hands, and the body.
And then Tom, who's a reptile lover, sculpted all these snakes. And let me tell you, that is a lot of work. And they're very realistic. And all this jewelry was done by Tom, and the sandals. You know, she's just a cool character.
And she will turn you to stone.
That's right.
She's super classic. This is all one piece, except there's 3 snakes that are attached, that are glued on.
We also have this light that is controlled in her eyes, is controlled by a special effects box that's sound activated.
Her arms have wire in them, so you can bend them up and down.
This is Reptilian.
One of the things I wanted was realism.
Yes.
And it just feels
It was a really fun and labor-intensive sculpt. Mikey Rotella was out, and we blocked out the body together. I spent the next week or so, fine-tuning it, refining it, getting the design elements in. The final day on this, Trevor and Mont, painters extraordinaire, I enlisted them and put a sculpting tool in their hands to help me just finish the scales.
Right.
And so these pebbly scales on the legs were all Trevor and Monty. There's a pretty intricate scale motif on the back.
right. I'd say
Very alligator, crocodilian-esque, really heavy osteoderms on the back. And
well, this I love. This is very alligator, so subtle. Reptilian requires an air compressor, and he's got 3 powerful cylinders, 1 in the gut and 2 in the arms, and that gives him the movement and brings him to life.
Oh my God!
Oh, what the? Yo! Nah! Is there someone in
Oh
there?
my God!
Oh, so it's half costume, half like animatronic. Oh, that's sick.
Oh, hell no, baby. I hate you!
Night Beast legend, and we just wanted to do a character that kind of represented that rip your throat out kind of monster, and so we came up with this, and Jordu sculpted the head, and the hair is National Hair Technology hair. We decided it just needed to be perfect. It's a very expensive hair, but well worth it. It's the clothes help camouflage the back. Like all of our Legend series, he divides at the waist. It's plastic tubing into plastic tubing. It's got an all-metal stand that supports him very well, and the head's connected. You can move the hands to change positions. And he's just really strong, well built, foam and latex, and very artistic.